Namaste programs and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is the Alaskan bush trip, leg 12, the last leg. We're going from King Salmon Airport at Naknek Lake to Kulik Lake Airport, I believe. So PAKN to PAKL. Let's get going. Let's get our VFR map back on the other screen. There we go. Let's go. Let's see, 69 dudes. So we want 69 degrees for 3 minutes 14 seconds. Naknek Lake. As you take off from King Salmon Airport on this final leg of your journey, resume following Naknek River. Its flow will lead you southeast for a short distance before bending back in a northeasterly direction towards nearby Naknek Lake. Excellent. Get our flaps up. Heading to the lake with the Naknek River just to the right of us here. Yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. Just realised the controls had reset themselves yet again. I thought we were over that bullshit, but apparently not. Anyway, we should be good now, I hope. Remains to be seen, of course. So, 3 minutes 14, hey? Race. Fix up our navlog. Let's trim down to 13%. Power down. You know the drill. Get back to 69 dudes. Be excellent to each other. See what we got around the place here. Yes, yes, nice long flat plains. Lovely, lovely. Mountain all the way off in this. I think that was that mountain we went past a few legs ago. Still visible. Oh, it's a big mountain. Alright, should be arriving at the lake very shortly, obviously. You can see it there, but time-wise, another 30 seconds or so before we'll make a turn. Beautiful lake. These sort of muddy swamps here are a little bit less beautiful than the green pastures off in the distance there at the base of the mountains. Alright, purple line. Any second now, probably when we hit the water. Just a little bit before the water. Alright, 55 degrees for 3 minutes and 1 second. Where we're headed to outcropping. Fly along the northern shoreline of Naknek Lake. Up ahead, look for an outcropping that curls into the vast lake and make your way there. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, there's the airport we came from. Bye! What were you? King Salmon! Oh, I forgot to visit the king and give my regards to his lordship. King of all salmons. King of the salmons! So as we make our way to the outcropping here, we've done 2 minutes of 3 minutes. Got a whole sort of island there that's almost actually not an island. It's connected to the mainland with a tiny little sliver of land. That's cool. What do you call those slivers? Causeways? Are they called causeways? Is that a word? It's a word, obviously, but am I using the word correctly? Probably not. Slipway? Anyway, something like that. Like you have at Mont Saint-Michel in France, which is this little island, but it also has a connecting piece of land, and it depends on the tides. If the tides are up, you can't get there, but if the tides are down, you can drive there. So, alright, we're turning 95 degrees for 1 minute 24. Island, trace the curve of the outcropping to its southern tip. Then hop across the waterway to the island on the other side. Well, again, I'm not sure, can you actually call this an island? I mean, it's mostly an island, but it's connected. It is connected here. I beg to differ. Maybe an island doesn't necessarily have to be not disconnected, just most of it has to be out in the water. We need an etymologist or two to make some comments about my horrific... Well, I guess technically this is an island because look, there's a little waterway there, so not connected. This is not an island, according to my decision on how things are going to be named these days. You're welcome, etymologists. I just named your island. Alright, fair enough. We are heading to an island. I take it all back. Brilliant. Here we go, turn in time. 35 degrees for 2 minutes 11. Rocky Flats. Turn and head east across the island, towards an archipelago linked to the mainland by a narrow strip of land. It's an archipelago! Follow the strip north, gaining altitude as you go, onward towards a stretch of rocky flats that form part of Katmai National Park. Are we going to need to be higher than what we are? We're gaining height anyway. We're just doing it. In fact, we'll start climbing a bit. Looks like we're heading over some mountains. So, I guess you call this an archipelago. Yes, that rings a bell. On a narrow strip of land. If that means Mont Saint-Michel is an archipelago, I suppose it must be. Rocky Flats, huh? I guess these are the Rocky Flats. Katmai National Park. I think we'll probably stop climbing around 4,000, although, yeah, no, I'm higher than those mountains over there, right? If that's where we're headed, possibly. Let's see, what's the... Yeah, okay, we are sort of heading towards those mountains, so... The next turn in about 20 seconds or so is going to be slightly to the right. So we're going to want to keep going up. That'll probably do. Power down. Trim down. We should be turning very soon, right now. 55 degrees for 2 minutes on the dot. Idavane Lake Northern Shore. From the Rocky Flats, fly a short distance to reach the northeastern shore of Idavane Lake, up ahead. Wow, you're not a very impressive lake compared to some of the other stuff we've been looking at. Your big brother over here. Sister. Whatever the lake genders identifies as. Lake, probably. You know, just straight up lake. Oh, on 2 minutes. Okay, well, we've nearly done 1 minute. Excellent, excellent. Alright, 30 seconds to go. We're probably turning just as we get to the top tippy top of this lake here. Look at this mountain with its colors. Just bask in its glory. The pyramid over here. What's going on, algorithm? 67 degrees for 3 minutes 37. We're headed to Lake Coville. Leave Idavane Lake behind and head east around the mountains of Katmai National Monument. Soon you will find Lake Coville in your sights. Continue to its northwestern shoreline. Okay, so this must be my national monument. Know what a national monument you are. Monument to all that is nationally recognized here in Alaska. Which would be the entire United States, I suppose. Still concerned about that pyramid ship over in the background there. The aliens from Destiny 2 have arrived on Earth, apparently. Interesting. Alright, Alright, about halfway there. What are we looking at? What was this? Lake Coville. Thought that might be a road, but it isn't. It's just weird lines in the topography. Is that a town over there, maybe? Maybe. Not sure. Alright, we've nearly arrived at El Lake Coville. Next turn is an incredibly left-hand turn. Guess we're not going up into the mountains. We're heading back this way somewhere. Along the flats. Here we go. 342 to 251. American Creek Fork. Adjust and head north to the mouth of American Creek. Follow the waterway as it turns northeast, giving you a view of expansive Nonvianook Lake ahead. Nonvianook. Where? Where's this Nonvianook? Oh, that's it over there? This one? Wow, that's a long way away. So yeah, we're heading to this fork in the creek. May the fork be with you. Always. We are being drawn inexorably towards the pyramid. We will soon be arriving at El Fork. Another nearly 2 minutes. Just under 2 minutes. Well, I'll be. I don't see no fork. Where's the other river then? Oh, well, it turns northeast. Giving you a view of expansive blah 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 lake in the distance. Nonvianook. Is this the fork here? Is that a river there? I'm only seeing one river. For there to be a fork, there would need to be at least 2 rivers, right? Is that a river there, maybe? Yeah, actually this is a river, I guess. This is a fork. I mean, there's just riverbeds and shit everywhere. Which one's the fork, game? Which one's the fork? Well, we should be arriving in about 10-20 seconds. Fairly substantial couple of forks here, I guess. One there as well. Alright, should be turning any second now. Any minute now. One of these days. Here we go. 14 degrees for 3 minutes 35. Non-Vianook Lake. Continuing on your northeastern heading, fly to the southern shore of Non-Vianook Lake. Non-Vianook. Alright, well, there's the lake. I see it. Let's get there. Let's get a mosey on. Squiz at the local landscape. Alaska. Queen of the Russian lands. Not anymore. And that's Moscow anyway. I'm not above using the word Alaska in the place of Moscow in a song from the 60s. Or 70s. Before I was born anyway, I think. Next you'll tell me Moscow was actually 80s or something, and then, yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't be surprised. I think we can rule out this last decade, though. Non-Vianook Lake. Excellent, excellent. Nice little chasms and carvings in the mountains here with a river eating its way through the landscape over a couple of million years. Good job, river. Good job. Long may you reign. As long as it rains. Another minute or so before we arrive at the lake and make our last segment turn for this leg, for this bush trip. Next up on the channel, I think I haven't done the entire bush trip in like 10 minutes where I edit it all together and put it at 10,000 speed or something. I did that for the... which one? I did that for the Balkans. I haven't done it for Patagonia. I'll probably do it for this one and then Patagonia. And then I think we'll do the Nevada bush trip. I've already done it, but I didn't get the achievement for it, and I didn't do it for the channel. So, and it was on my old video card and computer. So, looking forward to doing that again, the Nevada trip. This time getting the achievement. And I think I may have mentioned before, I only missed out on the achievement because of a bug on the very first segment. Anyway, last turn, we're going 77 degrees, 6 minutes 26, right up into this lake here. We're heading to Kulik Lake Airport. At the lakeshore, turn due east and track along the coast until you reach a strip of land separating Non-Vianook Lake from neighbouring Kulik Lake. On this strip is Kulik Lake Airport, part of the beautiful Katmai National Park and Preserve, your final destination in this journey across the last frontier. Well, I never. So I'm guessing that's this strip of land here, although that seems a bit close if we're doing 6 minutes, and there's an airport on it? Some of these airports are taking the piss, let me tell you. In fact, we might as well slow down, well, power down, so that we can lose a bit of height. have to say, really enjoyed the Alaska trip. Alaska is spectacular scenery. Little bit like the Patagonia one in that it's all lakes and mountains. And different, but you know, not many cities to look at, not many towns, not many weird little what are they doing there. There's been a few along the way. Little strange elements of humanity on the edges of lakes and things that are probably, I don't know, water treatment plants or fishing factories. I really don't know. A couple of them only seemed accessible via the airport we were landing at, which I find awesome. You know, the idea that there's this tiny little town and village of people that, yeah, you land there and that's it. You want to go anywhere, you can't. There's no roads. It's airplane only, boys and girls. Right, I think that's enough for descending for now. We want to eventually find the airport. Now, looking at the picture, to call this a runway is verging on laughable. It looks like someone at the beach took a stick and just made a line in some sand and dug up some extra sand, because it's not a bitumen runway, concrete runway. It is, at what I can see here, sand. That's what it looks like. Probably not sand, but it's certainly not anything, and it doesn't look very large, so we're going to find out. We're halfway there, so yeah, it is that bit of land up there. It was further away than I thought. Can we see on our... Oh, yeah, maybe there's like a line there that might be the runway on our topographical map. Yes, it is. It's white. You see this white strip here? I think that's the runway. Well, to call it a runway is, again, laughable. Funny joke. I mean, again, like, looking at the picture, there's the landing strip, there's nothing around it, there's no parking. Doesn't look like there's any kind of area for picking up supplies or fuel. There's no road out of it. Why is it there? Is there a little cabin that you can spend the night in or something if you're... And it's fascinating. I suppose it's supporting some kind of nature reserve, or, you know, this is where they do testing on the lake or something like that. Scientists come in and you've got to have somewhere to land. Really don't know. Alright, well, I think we can power right down. Try and get our flaps down. Make this last segment of this last leg of this bush trip go on as long as possible. Well, I mean, as long as it has to. We're not going to land at 150 knots. Alright, bit of power. I think we're coming in a bit slow now. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any buildings or anything. I mean, that's not to say there aren't in real life. Maybe just the algorithm can't detect them. I mean, this sort of patch of dark in front of us here might be something in real life. So yeah, I'm not... I mean, and surely, you know, if it was a lot of rain up here or something, this... To put a runway in between, on a tiny flat bit of land between two lakes, I mean, wouldn't it get flooded sometimes? A road over to our right? Maybe this is a piece of humanity, maybe not. No, it's a creek over there. Alright, well, time to come into land. Weird place to leave us. You'd think it would leave us at somewhere with civilization at the end of the bush trip, but hey, I guess this is where we've decided to come live. Maybe we're Dexter. Spoiler alert for the final season of Dexter. Okay, how are we looking? Pretty good, actually. Don't know if we need to... Maybe even need to drop a little bit. Let's just drop all power. And then power into it. Actually, there is a roadway going off to the left there, so maybe this does lead somewhere interesting. Bit of power. We're coming in a bit short now. I think we're good. Trying a quick look to see if there's anything over there. No, not really. I didn't realize how fast we were going. Alright, okay, well we need to lose that speed. There we go, let's flare a bit. Oh, look, there is a little shed. Hello, little shed. Oh, it is actually a concrete runway. It just looks like sand. Bounce. Bouncy, bouncy. Back wheel down. Put on the brakes. Have we done it? Is it trip complete? Instead of just leg complete, it is bush trip completed. It took us 7 hours in total. Thank you for everyone who stuck with that and watched that entire thing. I hope you enjoyed it. We now need to very quickly go and see if we got our achievement. So it seems because it was a new bush trip, there isn't actually an achievement for it that I can find. I may have missed it. It's not in with the others. Let's see. Fire and Ice, Anemoy are the other two that I've done. I haven't done Nevada, although I have done it. I haven't done the achievement, but that'll be next on the channel. And I'm not seeing anything here that says anything about Alaska. Well, that's too bad, but doesn't matter. Not in it for the achievements, in it for the experience, which it was awesome. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Au revoir. Bye.